wherever your mindset is, that's what you will attract to support whatever your thinking process is. If if you're a person that seeks dishonesty, has no regard for truth, blames many people for the circumstances that arrives in a person's life in respect to coping and dealing with incidences and situations. If you're a person that has no regard for law, you will attract outlaws. Um, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're a person that has goals where financially you want to create a better life, you will create people to come into your world to support that. If you're a continuous drug taker on a day-to-day basis, you will attract the people that will be of similar nature. Everything that we are within that we've been conditioned or we don't want to take full responsibility for, your thoughts, behaviours, and action, is a reflection of your association. I could not envisage an association that I've had over the last 30 years where that would have served me prior to changing my outlook and my attitudes and my behaviours and my view on thyself and my self worth. Like anybody that was creating the same lifestyle that I had created after being a, a heroin addict and a criminal. But like even in those two aspects, I don't, I don't feel 100% comfortable even explaining about um, labeling myself as that because I grew a lot from it. But amongst that, in being somebody who was drug dependent and somebody that acted in a way where there was no regard for uh, somewhat self or other people and just behave where it's out and out recidivism, and I'll do what I want and I'll take what I can get. Living amongst that, it would have been impossible to have people that were talking truth to me or being honest about me taking accountability for myself or me owning my behaviours or what I was doing in my life. Like the people like that wouldn't have married up to me back then when I was that other person. So I didn't have the ability to bring other people into my life who could support my dreams and my goals and my aspirations and my motivation to keep improving myself on a day-to-day basis in every aspect. Um, yeah, there's no way in the world my association back then could have fitted with what I had experienced or what I had dealt with to arrive at another crossroad of going, okay, well, what is my life going to be? You have the choice, team. You can make it whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want. Whatever action you do, Dean, there's going to be a reaction. So be aware that all actions carry consequences. But the world's your oyster. Like, go for it. Get into it. Like have a good lash at it. And I certainly did that. But association is paramount from this point. If you haven't got people around you that don't resonate with your dreams and your goals and your behaviours and your attitudes and where you're at in life, life can be very lonely. Like, we all seek people to be in our lives. We don't survive without others. It's there's something in the human psyche in every single one of us that we do need to hear words from others. We do need touch. We do need to feel. We do need to liaise. We do need to coerce and communicate with each other. There's some kind of basic fundamental emotion that is within every single one of us to connect on some aspect. So if you're looking for shortcuts and if you don't want to put in the hard yards, and as I said, if you don't acknowledge your word as truth, or if you're not consistent with your word, or if you've got no motivation to develop yourself, you're only going to go so far with the right people to come into your life to support you, to help you go to that road that you're looking to go down, being at the crossroads when you look at change. And like I notice in the world and in relationships, in general relationships, and relationships where people have been together for a long time, or long-term friendships, that these relationships that people want to judge other people by, or criticize other people. And listen, I do it too. Like we all do it. We all have a laugh about Joe Blow or friggin' Mary, or you know, um, like it's okay. It's okay to have a joke about somebody, or them to have a joke about you, and I think it's really important. But as far as people's core beliefs are concerned, um, appreciating other people where you're at in your life is really important. Um, if there's no gratitude towards others who are in your life, then it'll probably wear thin. It probably it won't get the distance in the long haul. But so when you change your thought process and your behavior process and take accountability, if that's what you want to do, if that's the benefit that you feel in your life, that's gonna help you um, experience a better journey in life, well, I say do it. Like, get into it. if that's what you want. And you can be rest assured, don't be fearful of letting go of people from the past, because where somebody else's ends is another person's new beginnings. There will always be new people that will come into uh, your new way of thinking, and vice versa. Um, the interesting thing that I found when I changed is that a lot of people came along on the journey. So my newfound friends and my newfound circle of people, um, they also were seeking the improvement within themselves that I was. And yeah, that's on a really unconscious level that people like that come into your life. Call it synchronicities, or it's meant to be, or whatever you want to call it. But everyone arrives based on where you're at. So again, the accountability of your thoughts and your feelings and your behaviors. You can do anything. You can dream anything, and you can choose anything. You have a choice. The choice is the biggest tool that we all have. But unfortunately, for most people, they don't like to use the tool, because using that tool, it's a hard road. Using the tool of changing yourself internally and your behaviours and your thought processes. It's much easier, um, blaming people, as I've said, and using other people as an excuse for us to stop maturing as people when we take that accountability. And it's only in that accountability um, that your life will improve. It won't improve to the levels of what most people want improvement, considering people's discipline with this accountability. Um, it's a hard task, but the benefits are enormous, and the freedom is enormous. The choices are enormous. The freedom is phenomenal. Like life's like one big dream. Um, Whatever you want, you can order it by choice. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen overnight. Um, doesn't mean that there's not going to be setbacks. It doesn't mean that things aren't going to happen in your time frame. No, not at all. But believing in your imagination and in the dream that every single one of us has within us, um, and knowing that the people that come into your life will support you based on that. So your call, wherever you want to go, your call. But as far as other people coming into your life, there will be a lot of people that will come into your life and support your efforts, and will bring comfort and bring people who will acknowledge and resonate with you. And yeah, when you start seeking a better way, like, it's great having affirmations, and it's great reading things that inspire us. I'm all for that. But there's a whole new other level than that. And again, it's full on hardcore shit of accountability. It's not. It's hard. It's tough. But the rewards are great. And yeah, if you can get your head around taking that accountability, for your behaviour and thoughts and every action that you do, you will definitely live a life more fulfilled, and there will be people that will resonate with you, and you will click with a whole new group of people. Have a good day.